Hey, what is up guys? Today's topic is going to be on our brand new mana caster, Ilia. The focus of this video is on how to use her, but at the end of this video I'll still give you guys my brief review on her based on my experience after using her for about a day. So let's start with the basics and talk about the mana caster class in general. This is a brand new class and each mana caster comes with one of three different modes. There's long range, close range, and rapid fire. Long range specializes in long range attacks, close range specializes in close range, and rapid fire unleashes rapid fire barrages with a force strike. Currently, we only have two mana casters so far and they both specialize in long range. With that being said, I can only really cover long range currently. They basically only have one combo, also known as C1. It's 5 hits of 67% damage with SP gains of 545. What you want to do with Ilia's standard attack combo is to dodge right after tapping. No matter how many hits you get off of for C1, she will still get the full 545 SP from it. You're gonna get less hits off, but at the end of the day, gaining SP quicker is a lot more important. Here's a demonstration to compare the two playstyles. The left side is Ilia doing C1 without dodging, and the right side is Ilia dodge canceling the C1. Notice the SP gain difference. You may also notice how Ilia deals 7 extra hits every time she dodges. That's part of her ability 1. Every time she dodge rolls, she deals 7 hits of 10% light damage. It doesn't do much damage and it doesn't give her any SP. So the main purpose of it is to help Ilia stack combo hits to enable the flurry passive abilities very easily and very quickly. So with that being said, any type of flurry strength print and dragons like Daikokuden are going to be really good on her. Also a fun fact, this dodge passive is extremely good at killing the clone in the Tartarus fight. You can basically just spam dodge and the clone will die before it even gets to perform its second AoE. Now moving on to the gauge that is unique to Ilia, her Alchemy Gauge. It is located on the top left side of the screen. This gauge will fill up whenever she lands standard attacks, dodge attacks, or 4 strikes, and this gauge maxes out at 3. This gauge also fills faster when her combo count is 30 or higher. Now whenever Ilia has 1 or more charge in her Alchemy Gauge, she's allowed to use her skill 2. Activating her skill 2 will convert the amount of Alchemy Gauge that she has into cartridges or ammo. So for example, if her gauge is at 3, then she'll obtain 3 cartridges with her S2. Pretty straightforward. Once the conversion is done, the cartridge will only last for a total of 20 seconds before they disappear. When she has these cartridges at her disposal, she's allowed to use a unique force strike that will consume all of her cartridges. The number of hits this unique force strike deals is based on the number of cartridges consumed. So 1 cartridge allows her unique force strike to deal 5 hits of 222%, 2 cartridges increases the number of hits by 2, and 3 cartridges increases it by an additional 2, so max damage mods is roughly about 2000%. Now keep in mind that her ability 3 increases her crit rate by 30% for 15 seconds for every cartridge consumed. That being said, if she fires off her force strike while having 3 cartridges, that means she's gonna gain 90% critical rate for 15 seconds. With a force strike and crit damage build, force striking and then shapeshifting into a dragon and using the skill could be a really nasty combo to do during the break. But I wouldn't really recommend doing the force strike build / playstyle unless you have unlocked the Hunter Sharice share skill. Without that share skill, the force strike build doesn't really compare with the skill based build. Now she does have an alternative for her cartridges. She doesn't have to use them by force striking. After she converts her gauge into ammo, her skill 2 will shift into a damage skill. It deals a total of 2589%, and since it consumes 1 cartridge, that means Ilia will gain 30% crit rate for 15 seconds after using skill 2. Her skill 1 also gets a big upgrade from cartridge consumption. Originally it deals 10 hits of 188% or 1880% in total, and inflicts flash burn, which is basically a dot or damage over time infliction, same as poison and burn. When it consumes 1 cartridge, then the damage it deals will be 6 hits of 348% instead. If you do the math, that's a total of 2088%, so about 200% more than the base. So now that you understand the gist of what her kit does, I'm just going to explain to you how I use her. Basically, I just dodge cancel her standard attacks until her Alchemy Gauge maxes out at 3. I do understand that her gauge fills faster after 30 combo hits, so in theory, it should be better to not dodge cancel once she reaches a combo count of 30. I actually tested it out and it seems like dodge canceling is barely slower than not dodge canceling after 30 hits. It's slower by like about 1 second, so I don't think it really matters how you fill up her Alchemy Gauge. But anyways, once her skill gauge reaches 3, she should have skill 1 and 2 both filled up if you've been dodge canceling correctly. You then want to use skill 2 to convert her gauge into cartridges, then use skill 1 immediately, then dodge cancel standard attacks and immediately use skill 2 whenever it's up. It should be ready before skill 1. Skill 2 is going to give her an additional 30% crit rate, so she should have 60 at this point. And then when you use skill 1 a second time, that's going to get her to 90% crit rate, and she should have a little bit of time left to use one more skill to take advantage of that 90% crit rate. If the enemy is in a break state, you can either use the Agito weapon skill, or even better, transform into your dragon and use the dragon skill. For this skill based playstyle, again make sure that she's running skill damage, flurry strength, broken punisher, critical damage, and even paralyzed punisher prints if paralysis is present, of course, to maximize her damage output. Daikokuden is going to be the best in slot for her dragon, but other DPS dragons like Thor, Cupid, or Phoenix are viable as well. As for co-abilities, I'm using Peony, Howling Mint for that 30% crit damage, and Mitsuhide for increased crit rate, but you can use any dagger as long as they have the crit rate passive. I do know there's a 4-strike playstyle and build for her, but that playstyle seems very niche to me. Like, it's good, but I think most of the time the skill-based playstyle is what you want to go for as Ilia. Anyways, Ilia is a pretty damn good unit. She may as well be a Gala unit, I mean having dual resistance and all. She's like if you take Galaluka and made him into a long-range combo machine. The damage she deals is absolutely insane because she's able to reach basically 100% crit rate, and she's able to abuse critical damage. She has tons of bursts, and here's the thing too, she's incredibly easy to play. Just standard attack dodge cancel until 3 gauges, use skill 2, use skill 1, and then use skill 2 and skill 1 again to expend the rest of the cartridges, and maybe one more skill, whether it be a weapon, share, or dragon skill, to abuse the very last few seconds of that 90% critical rate buff. If you can and able to, you should definitely get her right now from this prize banner. Honestly, this banner is way better than the Galazena banner that we just had because of all the goodies that you can get from it, such as golden toilet paper and sunstones. So yeah, make sure that you summon a lot and definitely try to get Ilia. She is very, very good. And that's gonna be it for this video. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.